Today I'm going to show you some vintage caravans that I've collected over the years. The first one we've got here is a 1964 Riviera, which I picked up from outback Queensland. And next to that is a 1963, we believe. It's number 19 on the chassis, so quite an old one. And as I get a little bit closer, I'll show you inside. It needs a whole new floor. So yeah, she's a lot of work in there. My mate's got my axle for this one, so we'll get it back one day. This is one we hire out. Her name is Chelsea. She's a 1967 14-foot debonair. Cute little thing. Turns heads. A lot of hot rodders want these now. You've got accommodation behind you and they look good. They usually pair them up and colour them up the same way. Next to her we've got the 1968 Riviera that we hire out. Her name's Frenchie. And next to her is Dee Dee. She's a 1968 Riviera also that we hire out. So classic caravans, made in Australia, all fiberglass. And next to that one we have a Chesney, around 20 foot, late 60s, early 70s, used for storage. A little bit ugly, but I reckon make a good hire van one day. All right, I'll take you down to the next van. There's sheds everywhere on this property, so I don't think you can have enough sheds. That's what every bloke says. In here, hiding is our 1970 Stardust, 21 foot. Pretty rare these things now, not many around. Probably a dozen, I guess. And she's also, we hire her out. So 21 foot, can sleep 6 people, club lounge, and that's Venus. Next to her we have Dolby 2, because we picked up 2 vans from Dolby, and that's a Riviera 1966. This one I'm going to bring into the rental fleet next year. Righto, we'll head down to the next. It's been pretty dry here. We need rain. So for all these caravan enthusiasts out there, I've got some more for you here. This one is the one we're now fixing up. It's a 1921, sorry, a 21 foot 1977 Stardust we picked up from Victoria, Mildura, and it's a beautiful van. Gel coat's amazing. Doesn't need a lot of work, just inside. Okay, this one we picked up last weekend, 1964-65 Sunliner, eyebrow model. All original. It's got a great tub on it, a really good chassis. Inside it's all original as well, which is good. It's what you want when you buy a van. This one is a really interesting little debonair, 1967 14 foot. We're going to rat rod this, we're going to bag it. Quite an interesting little van, and quite an interesting Renault. Next to her we have a 1960 Grace Muir. So Sunliner sent the mould up to Bundaberg, Bargara, and they started rolling out these little Grace Muirs. Didn't make a lot. Classic frame on them, lightweight. Soon we'll have a shed for it. Just put another shed up, as you do. This one's our little 13-foot Viscount. So we're just finishing this one off now. It just needs some outside paint. All the interior is done. Classic van. Biggest caravan in the world in the 1970s in fiberglass, and it was built in Australia, Brisbane. Right, just got to watch the junk here. This one's a 67 Debonair split window. I bought that one from Stanthorpe. And next to that is a Riviera. And we use this for storage, but it's had a new floor put in, and also the chassis has been pulled out. We'll do it up one day. Just got all junk in it at the moment. Okay, take you to the next one. And then here is a little Lightcraft 1958. Quite rare now, you don't see a lot around. Really classic shape, small, around 13 foot, big windows. But just love the shape of it. Shape's fantastic. Beautiful sharp rear cone on it. Very good looking little van, that. And last but not least, I'll take you to the one we just sold. This one's a 1958 Sunliner we just sold. Lady's picking it up from Wollongong. It sold in 3 hours, this one. Couldn't believe it. Pretty cool little van. Alright, and that's all I've got for you today.